Look at that. Whoa. He got it. Got him. Oh. It may not look like it, but I am at one of my favorite fishing lakes. The only public access is a small strip of state land connected to a creek that flows into the lake. It can definitely be challenging at times to get back there, but it is always worth it. So, without further ado, let's get moving. First things first, we gotta get the kayak out of the van. Unfortunately, that was the easiest part of this journey. Now we have to drag the kayak through the woods about 200 feet. Although that may sound easy, it is full of knee-deep mud and heavy brush, and it is completely unmanaged, which makes it very hard to get the kayak through there. Okay, here we go. Already some thorn bushes here. Now the existing trail that is fairly defined is entirely created by me along with the deer that had previously used this to get to the creek. So it's not super easy to get through. But I'd argue this is what makes this lake so great, you know. Virtually no pressure besides a small campground, private campground that is on the lake. Nobody else is fishing here, so. Yeah. This is quite the adventure as always, but like I said, it's worth it almost every time. I have a hole in my kayak in the bottom, and I have to patch it up with duct tape. Problem is, problem is that dragging the kayak, which is what of course made the hole, peels off the duct tape. So we might take on some water throughout our journey today, but if you look at this, the stream right there, so that was actually fairly easy. Wow, it is low. Whew. Oh, I might look horrible right now, but yeah, quite the workout. Whew. But yeah, here it is. Little creek. Now we have to go about a quarter mile downstream to get to the lake. Like I said, it's a quarter mile downstream paddle to the lake. Shouldn't be too bad, but the water is really low. Usually it comes up over here, but I think we should be able to make it fairly easy. So see you guys then. We're in quarter mile. That's way. Shouldn't be too bad. Hope this isn't any harder than I thought it was going to be, because Oh yeah, look at this. We're about to beach out already. Yep, hitting the bottom, but this is a fairly shallow running kayak. I can get in pretty much anything over 3 inches, which is pretty nice for what I do, because I'm always back in the backwaters and swamps and stuff. Uh-oh, we're definitely gonna have to get out here. There's no way my kayak makes it over this. I don't mind though. It's sand bottom, luckily. Water's fairly cool. Ooh. Sand is definitely not settled though. I'm sinking knee deep into it. Got some quicksand situation here. Okay. Oh man, look at this. Completely blocked off almost. It's almost, I think this is a beaver dam here, which is kind of interesting, but definitely can't paddle over it. I hope we don't sink waist deep. The knees are my limit right now. Okay. Shins. Shins are fine. Oh, it stinks. All that, oh man, just sunk way down. All that gas being released. Oh, stinky. Ow. Okay, back to it. You can see the woods opens up over here. I just saw a little fish come up about 100 feet downstream. Nothing big, but it's at least one active fish, you know. Never a bad sign. Ow, just got fucking poked. This first section that we're approaching is what I want to focus on today, and it is absolutely the shallowest, swampiest, boggiest lake you'll ever see. You can see how low the water is, because it's usually up to that bush line at least, sometimes even higher. But I don't even know if we'll be able to get into the lake, because this is the hardest stretch to paddle through, is this area where the creek flows in. So yeah, look at this. Look at this. This is what we're working with. Here's the main creek, and then it kind of goes through there, but very, very skinny, and then there's another little channel that branches off, and then it's just shallow duckweed and, you know, swampy stuff over there. So it's gonna be quite the challenge to get through this spot, but once we get out onto the main lake, we'll be able to paddle around. And yeah, this is pretty bad. Pretty bad stuff. Ah, man. Man, we're so damn close. Look at this. I just touched a fish. Okay, let's slow it down then. All right, there's a ton of fish everywhere, but I'm gonna show you guys what I'm using here. This is it's called the Hatch Match Godzilla Goby. It's originally designed for smallmouth in the Great Lakes, but it's straight silicone and has a very slow sink rate when you tune it right. So I've got it just an 1/8 ounce like Ned rig weight stuffed in the bottom of it, and there's a treble hook on the top and it's a line through, but you can basically just reel it right on the surface and the bowfin go crazy for it. It's one of the coolest eats out there in my opinion, so I'm gonna try to show you guys. And there are fish just everywhere with the water being low. Shouldn't take long to see, I mean, I've already seen a few fish spook, but just to see a fish on our lure or eat it really shouldn't take long. Keep my rod tip up and just get that super slow roll right on the surface. Ooh, I see one moving. Oh! Got him! So cool. Oh, my leader knot. Shit, there, got it. Zoop. There we go, guys. First fish. You can see that line through worked perfectly. Treble hook right in the roof of his mouth. Sweet male. You can tell by the spot right there. This fish, I'll show you guys, actually broke that treble hook. Broke one of the barbs off, hook points. If you want to test the durability of your gear, these are the fish to do it with. Oh, there she goes. But yeah, just an absolute textbook eat. You know, watch that fish wake 50 feet away, casted, swam it right by his face, and absolutely crush it. Super cool. Ideally, you want straight braid to really get that hook in there. Long, stout rod. This rod is oversized for this bait, but not oversized for the hook sets and the wrath of the glorious bowfin. You'll know when they're on your bait. The wake, oh, right here, look at this. See that wake behind my lure? There's a small fish chasing it right now. Not what I'm interested in catching, but perfect example of what I'm talking about. I'm I'm definitely hesitating to take off this leader. I think it's screwing us over. Yeah, this hook point, we might have to change hooks because it's hard to keep the hook straight in there to keep the weeds off and get good hook placement. Dude, this is a mess. I'm gonna chop this leader off soon. Usually it's not this big of a problem. I don't know what's up. And you never know where these fish are until they come up to the surface, because I mean they'll sit in the craziest places you've ever seen. Look at that. Whoa. He's got it. Got him. Oh. Oh, it's a bass. Holy sh! Absolute beaut of a largemouth on that goby. Because that is a long fish. I just wish this thing was a little healthier. That would have been like a 5-pounder. Not exactly sure what she'll go, but I'm sure I'll be disappointed. Zeroed out. Yeah, that's sad. Not even 4 pounds. Not a healthy fish. 313. But I'm more interested in a length measurement here because it's a long one. 20-incher. But look how skinny that fish is. All right, let's get her back. Yeah, man, we might have to scoot on over to the other side because I'm not seeing anything. Okay, well, there's a fish. I don't know what it is. Oh, he's off. Something grabbed it though. Saw him swimming with it. I wasn't sure if he had the hook or not. I'll give it a little longer. He's chewing on it. I can see him. Look at this. Oh no, he let go. Oh, it's a gar. Oh shoot. I don't want to catch it. Whoever gar took this. Oh, spooked. Oh, dude, some fish must have followed that thing up, because I saw some wakes. Oh my god. Got him. That's a bowfin. Oh, he's off. Yep. That's how it goes. The line through did not come out that time. We just didn't have space to fight him. He got lost in the weeds, and then that was that. But well, guys, we just made it back to the car. My GoPro ended up dying about an hour before I had to leave. That was unfortunate, although nothing crazy happened. On our way out, though, just through that little channel, made a cast to the side, had a fish blow up on it. You know, not a very big blow up, just whatever. And then he missed it. I cast it back in there. He ate it again, and I just assumed it was a small bowfin. So, well, when he ate it, I didn't know if he had it or not, so I reeled up my slack, you know, tried to feel tension. By the time I reeled up, this fish is already doing head shakes. So I kind of just lean into it, not a real hook set. You know, not something you want to do with a frog. I did switch to a frog, but definitely not how you want to set the hook on a bowfin with a frog. So when I leaned into it, I felt pressure. I just assumed it was a small bowfin. But then I tried pulling the fish, and you know, my drag all the way cranked down, and drag's coming out. I'm cranking down on this fish as hard as I can, and it's pulling drag, doing head shakes. I'm like, holy cow, what do I have? I pull it, keep pulling it, and I see that it's a big bowfin. I get it right to the boat, right to the side of the kayak. It does, you know, a head shake or something, comes off, and that was definitely my 30-incher we were going after today. Now it would have been my PB, would have been super cool. I do wish I was recording for that, but that's really all that happened after my GoPro died. So yeah, kind of unfortunate we lost that fish, but still a very fun day. You know, anytime you can get on a decent swim bait bite with those beasts, it's always fun. So yeah, it's gonna wrap it up for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. That's all I got. See ya.